Everyone says Hondas are among the cheapest cars to own. But is that really true for every Honda? A low purchase price doesn't always mean low ownership costs. Fuel, depreciation, insurance, maintenance, and repairs can completely change the picture over time. Some of Honda's most popular models don't rank where most people expect. So let's rank every major Honda by its true cost of ownership. By the end, you'll know which Honda truly gives you the best value for your money. Number 10. Honda Pilot. Most people assume the Honda Pilot lands near the bottom of this list because it's a big 3-row SUV. But what if that's only half the story? The biggest expense isn't actually maintenance, and it catches many owners off guard. It's depreciation and day-to-day ownership costs. The Pilot has earned a strong reputation for reliability, but its larger size brings unavoidable expenses. Fuel, insurance, larger tires, and depreciation all add up, making it one of Honda's costliest models to own over 5 years. Maintenance makes up only a small portion of total ownership costs. According to CarEdge's ownership analysis, the average 5-year cost of owning a Honda Pilot is about $56,200. Nearly half of that comes from depreciation alone, with fuel and insurance the next biggest contributors, while maintenance accounts for only a relatively small slice of the total. A recent Reddit post from someone shopping for a used 2023 to 2025 Pilot asked long-term owners whether they'd buy it again. Most responses were positive, praising comfort and practicality, with only a few mentioning occasional transmission behavior. And the next Honda proves that a cheaper engine doesn't automatically mean a cheaper 5 years, because it's still a full-size vehicle underneath. Number 9. Honda Passport. If the Passport shares its dependable V6 engine with the Pilot and skips many of the complicated features found in larger SUVs, shouldn't it be noticeably cheaper to own? That's what many buyers assume. But there's one expense that quietly keeps the Passport from climbing higher on this list, and it has almost nothing to do with reliability. It's the cost of owning a mid-size SUV. Depreciation, insurance, fuel, and financing make up nearly 95% of its 5-year ownership costs. According to CarEdge, the average 5-year cost comes to about $54,855, with depreciation alone accounting for over $21,000, while maintenance represents only around 5% of the total, roughly in line with the rest of Honda's SUV lineup. The Passport doesn't rank here because it's constantly in the shop. It ranks here because it's a larger, heavier SUV that naturally costs more to own than Honda's smaller lineup. One Reddit owner shared their 5-year experience after driving a 2019 Passport for over 86,000 miles. Total maintenance and repairs came to about $4,300, including tires, a battery, drive belt, and front control arms, lower than they'd expected for a vehicle this size. So if the Passport costs more than expected on paper, the next Honda shows what happens when Honda's reliability gets stretched across an even larger 8-passenger vehicle. Before we move on to the next car, we've got something many Honda owners find useful. Our Honda Longevity Blueprint is a complete buying and maintenance guide packed with engine discussions, maintenance advice, and practical tips to help owners better understand and care for their vehicles. If you want to keep your Honda running for as long as possible, you'll definitely want to check it out. You'll find the link in the description. Now, let's get back to the ranking. Number 8. Honda Odyssey. Here's a question. How can one of Honda's most reliable family vehicles also end up being one of its most expensive to own? It doesn't have a reputation for constant breakdowns, and owners regularly keep them for well over 200,000 miles. So why does the Odyssey still rank this low? The answer has less to do with reliability and a lot more to do with what it costs to keep a large family hauler on the road. The Odyssey's biggest expense isn't frequent repairs, it's everything else. Depreciation, fuel, insurance, and financing make up the vast majority of its ownership cost. According to CarEdge, the average 5-year cost of owning a Honda Odyssey is just under $53,000, with depreciation alone accounting for roughly 40% of that total, while maintenance represents only about 5%, a strong showing for a full-size
minivan with this much interior space. A longtime Odyssey owner on Reddit compared the 5-year cost of a new Odyssey versus a Toyota Sienna. For drivers covering very high annual mileage, over 25,000 miles a year, fuel became one of the largest ownership expenses. So the Odyssey isn't expensive because it's unreliable. It's expensive because it's a large, capable family vehicle with ownership costs that naturally come with the territory. But the next Honda proves a pickup truck can actually undercut a minivan on total cost, which isn't what most buyers expect. Number 7, Honda Ridgeline. A pickup truck ranking ahead of a minivan on affordability? That sounds backwards. Trucks usually mean higher fuel bills, expensive tires, and costly maintenance. So why isn't the Ridgeline sitting even lower? The answer comes down to one thing most truck buyers overlook, and it completely changes the ownership picture. It's because the Ridgeline behaves more like a Honda than a traditional body-on-frame pickup, since it's built on a car-based unibody platform rather than a truck frame. While its 5-year ownership cost averages about $47,800, much of that comes from depreciation, fuel, and insurance, not repairs. Maintenance accounts for only around 6% of the total, reflecting Honda's strong reliability record and relatively low repair costs for the segment. A Reddit owner nearing 100,000 miles weighed trading in their 2021 Ridgeline against investing in scheduled maintenance. The advice from long-term owners was simple: keep it, since the truck comfortably exceeds 100,000 miles with routine care. That's what makes the Ridgeline unique. It may cost more than Honda's cars, but for buyers who genuinely need a pickup, it delivers generally competitive ownership costs compared with many mid-size pickups. And the next Honda proves that a bigger, more powerful sedan can actually undercut the truck we just covered on total ownership cost. Number 6, Honda Accord. Here's something that catches a lot of people off guard. The Accord is larger, more comfortable, and often more powerful than the Civic. So shouldn't it cost noticeably more to own? You'd think so. But once you look beyond the sticker price, the Accord quietly becomes one of the smartest long-term buys Honda has ever made. The real surprise isn't how little it costs to maintain, it's where owners actually spend most of their money. It's depreciation and insurance, not repairs. According to CarEdge, the average 5-year cost of owning a Honda Accord is about $37,200, and maintenance makes up only 5% of that total. Depreciation accounts for roughly 35%, followed by insurance at 30%, showing that the biggest ownership expenses occur long before anything mechanical goes wrong, even on a car with a larger engine and more features than the Civic. That's why the Accord has built such a loyal following. A spacious, comfortable sedan efficient enough for daily commuting, refined enough for road trips, and dependable enough to last for hundreds of thousands of miles with proper maintenance. A first-time buyer considering a high-mileage Accord asked Reddit for advice. Experienced owners weren't worried about the engine, they simply advised confirming that all scheduled maintenance had been completed, including timing belt service on older V6 models where applicable, since every Accord built since 2018 uses a timing chain instead. And that's what makes the Accord special. It doesn't win because it's the cheapest Honda. It earns its place because it delivers premium comfort without premium ownership costs. But the next Honda undercuts it further, without giving up nearly as much space as you'd expect. Before we reveal the top 3, if you're enjoying the rankings and finding them useful, take a second to subscribe. We break down Honda reliability, ownership costs, maintenance, and buying guides every week. Now, let's see which Hondas offer the best long-term value. Number 5, Honda CR-V. If you ask 10 people to name Honda's best all-around vehicle, chances are most of them would say the CR-V. It's practical, reliable, fuel efficient, and consistently one of Honda's best-selling models. So why isn't it sitting closer to the top of this list? There's one ownership expense that quietly holds the CR-V back, and it's not repairs. It's depreciation and insurance. The CR-V is one of the least expensive SUVs to maintain, but like every new vehicle, the biggest ownership costs come long before anything breaks. According to CarEdge, the average 5-year ownership cost is about $36,935, with depreciation making up roughly 30% of that total and maintenance accounting for only about 7%. That balance, low repair costs paired with strong resale value, is exactly why the CR-V consistently earns one of the strongest ownership value ratings in its class. Fuel economy is excellent, servicing is affordable, and Honda's long-standing reliability means unexpected repair bills are uncommon when properly maintained. One Reddit owner shared a breakdown after nearly 40,000 miles. The biggest surprise wasn't a mechanical failure, it was how much they overspent on tires and dealership services as a first-time owner. Their advice? Learn the maintenance schedule and replace simple items like air filters yourself. And now the rankings start getting really interesting. The remaining Hondas aren't just inexpensive to own, they've built reputations for saving owners money year after year in ways very few cars can match. Next up is a smaller SUV that proves compact doesn't automatically mean cheaper. Number 4, Honda HR-V. The HR-V looks like the perfect budget Honda SUV. It's smaller than a CR-V, easier to park, and cheaper to buy, so it should be one of the easiest Hondas to justify. So you'd expect it to land near the very top of this list, right? It comes close, but there's one ownership cost that keeps it just outside the top 3. It's not reliability holding the HR-V back, it's the overall ownership math. While maintenance costs remain relatively low, depreciation and insurance are among the largest contributors to what owners actually spend over 5 years. CarEdge estimates a 5-year ownership cost of around $34,700. The HR-V is still one of Honda's most dependable compact SUVs, offering practical cargo space, Honda's clever packaging, and a reputation for trouble-free daily driving. A recent Reddit post from a buyer considering a used 2019 HR-V asked long-term owners whether there was anything to worry about beyond the CVT. Most owners simply replied that it was a Honda, recommending regular transmission fluid changes rather than warning about major failures. That's what makes the HR-V interesting. It doesn't lose points because it's unreliable. It loses points because, despite being a compact SUV, the savings over Honda's very best value models simply aren't as large as many buyers expect. And from here on, the rankings become much tighter, because the final 3 Hondas don't just save money, they redefine what affordable, long-term ownership really looks like. Number 3, Honda Fit. Have you ever wondered why people who own a Honda Fit seem unusually reluctant to sell it? It's not the fastest Honda, it isn't the newest, and it's definitely not the most luxurious. Yet owners hang on to them for decades. So what's the secret? The answer isn't hidden under the hood, it's hidden in the ownership costs. The Fit was discontinued in North America after 2020, so CarEdge no longer publishes a current 5-year ownership total for it, which is why this placement is more editorial than the models above it. What's well documented is that its compact size means excellent fuel economy, affordable insurance, inexpensive tires, and low maintenance costs. Though no longer sold new in North America, its reputation for reliability has kept resale values remarkably strong. A car that's easy to park, surprisingly roomy thanks to Honda's Magic Seat, and inexpensive to run checks almost every box for dependable transportation without draining your wallet. In a recent Reddit discussion, one owner shared that their 2007 Fit reached 280,000 miles before retirement, while another planned to keep their 2020 model for 25 years, stories common among Fit owners. No car lasts forever without proper maintenance, but the Fit proves something important. Keeping ownership costs low is about owning a car that's efficient, dependable, and worth holding on to. And the next Honda is the one most people would guess as the cheapest to own. For good reason. Number 2, Honda Civic. If someone asked you to name the cheapest Honda to own, chances are you'd say the Civic. And honestly, that's a fair guess. It's fuel efficient, reliable, and practically everywhere. It very nearly takes the top spot. So what almost holds it back? It certainly isn't maintenance. In fact, the biggest ownership expense has nothing to do with the engine at all. It's insurance and depreciation. According to CarEdge, the average 5-year cost of owning a Honda Civic is about $32,500, the lowest published figure of any current Honda. Surprisingly, maintenance accounts for only around 5% of that total. Insurance is actually the largest ownership expense, followed by depreciation and fuel. That's why the Civic has earned its reputation over decades. It isn't just reliable, it's remarkably inexpensive to keep running, with regular oil changes and routine wear items usually all most owners deal with. One Reddit owner documented 7 years and 78,000 miles of ownership. Total operating cost, including fuel and maintenance, worked out to roughly 11 cents per mile, excluding depreciation, with no major mechanical surprises along the way. That's the Civic's greatest strength. It doesn't save you money through one spectacular feature, it quietly saves a little almost everywhere. In over 10 years, those small savings add up in a big way. But one Honda edges it out, not with a lower published price tag, but with a running cost advantage the Civic simply can't match. Number 1. Honda Accord Hybrid. You might think adding a hybrid battery would automatically make a car more expensive to own. After all, more technology usually means more things that can go wrong, right? That's exactly why the Accord Hybrid catches so many people off guard. Despite all that extra complexity, it takes the top spot on this list. So what's the secret? Although there isn't a separate published 5-year ownership figure for the Accord Hybrid, its significantly lower fuel costs, combined with ownership characteristics similar to the standard Accord, make it an outstanding long-term ownership choice, which is why its placement here is editorial rather than a direct car edge ranking. Depreciation and insurance remain the largest expenses. The Accord Hybrid doesn't ask you to sacrifice comfort, space, or performance to save on fuel. You still get a mid-size sedan refined enough for long highway trips, while spending significantly less at the pump than its gasoline counterpart. One Reddit owner said after switching from a conventional sedan, the biggest surprise was how infrequently they visited a gas station. After thousands of miles, they consistently exceeded the EPA fuel economy estimate with nothing more than routine maintenance. And that's why the Honda Accord Hybrid closes out this ranking. It doesn't win a spot here because it's the cheapest to buy, or because CarEdge has crowned it the outright winner. It earns its place because true ownership cost isn't about what you spend on day one, it's about what you keep spending for years afterward. Its lower running costs make it one of Honda's smartest long-term choices. Looking at the rankings, one thing becomes pretty clear. The cheapest Honda to buy isn't always the cheapest Honda to own. Depreciation, fuel, insurance, and maintenance all play a much bigger role than most people realize, and checking the real numbers before you buy can save you thousands over the years. So, which Honda are you driving? And has it been as affordable to own as you expected? Let us know your make, model, and mileage in the comments below. Before we wrap up, if you're looking to get the most out of your Honda, be sure to check out our Honda Longevity Blueprint. It's a comprehensive buying and maintenance guide packed with engine insights, maintenance schedules, and practical tips to help you better understand, maintain, and care for your vehicle. If you'd like to check it out, you'll find the link in the description. And if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe for more Honda ownership guidance, maintenance tips, and buying advice. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.